My guest today is the Grammy Award-winning writer, singer, and producer. He is one of the musical masterminds behind such artists as Toni Braxton, Usher, Whitney Houston, and Boyz II Men. And he's here today to talk about the new season of Dancing with the Stars. Help me welcome Mr. Kenny Babyface Edmonds. Welcome, Kenny, to the show.
Thank you. How are you?
Okay, now, Kenny, I'm so glad because I've been waiting to ask you this question for 25 years. My husband and I, we always have this discussion when this one song comes on. And I said, now I get to hear from the horse's mouth. How many men were upset when you wrote the words, I'll pay your rent, I'll buy your clothes, and I'll cook your dinner too as soon as I get home from work? Did you get hate mail for that song?
Well, I'm still getting flack for that song to this day, and that's over like 20-something years ago. So
it is.
At least 25, 26 years ago. So
my husband hates when that song
some words
comes
just
on.
stick.
It really, really does. And Kenny, you are known as a hit maker because you have 26 number one songs. And I'm sure everybody wants to sit in the studio with Kenny Babyface Edmonds. But we know not at this time because you are now on Dancing with the Stars. So I wanted to know, how did that whole thing unfold for you? Did they give you a call or did you inquire about being on the show?
You know, I got a call about being on the show, and my initial reaction was, no way, I would never do that. But what made me decide to do it is about 3 years ago, my mom passed away, and I made a promise to myself to, if opportunities came up and it was something even out of my comfort zone, if it was going to make her proud, then I would do it. So that was my purpose, and so that's why I'm here, for my mom, Barbara Jean, and I'll keep going for it for her. But trust me, it is not something that comes natural at all, the whole dancing thing.
I was going to say, Kenny, because when you stepped out on that stage on Monday night, now I've never seen anyone's face look like yours, and this is not to butter you up, but your smile and your face literally radiated when you began to start dancing. It was just something that came out of you, and it made me smile. It warmed my heart. What was going through your mind the moment you stepped on that stage?
Well, the moment that I stepped on the stage before that curtain came up, I was horrified because I could not remember any of the steps. I was trying to remember some of the transitions, and I was like, oh no, I'm in trouble. And but then when the curtain went all the way up, then I kind of just went into, entertainer mode and muscle memory, and that's what kind of got me through it. I just ultimately relaxed and just started having fun with it. So that's all I could do, because if I tried to think it through, I was in trouble. So it was, thank God for Allison for showing me how to get through it in the first place, because it was pure muscle memory that was getting me through it at first.
Now, does dancing take you out of your comfort zone?
It does. It's not something that comes natural. I mean, when I do a show, I do a couple moves on stage, but it's kind of like, tongue in cheek. It's not really dancing that I've called it. And so this is dancing, and so it's a whole other thing. I was always the kid in high school that, I stood on the wall. I held the wall up for everybody, so that wasn't my thing. So to actually be doing this, I'm telling you, my mom, she'd be so proud, and she probably would have been scared for me. Like, you think you really want to do this? Because she wouldn't have seen me as a dancer either. So it's great. It's been fun to do it, and my partner Allison has been just great for me.
Now, I've seen you cut a couple of moves because I was at your concert with New Edition in Concord. So I saw you rip your shirt open and run through the audience. So that's where your comfort zone is. Well,
yeah, that's ripping your shirt open and running through the audience. If that's all I had to do, then okay, I'm in. It's a lot more. It's a lot more than that. You're talking keeping your posture right and being smooth, and there's so many technical parts of it that you have to. You got to go in. So it's not something. It's not just about going up and shaking it. You got to really get into the technique of it all. So, and it's work.
Now, how challenging was these rehearsals for you and on your body? Because I hear that a lot of celebrities lose like up to 30 pounds. So how are the rehearsals for you?
My body is sore all the time now. And initially, when we first started thinking, I said, this ain't nothing. I'm good with this. I can do this. I work out every day. Nope. It's a different thing. It's, so as we're talking right now, I am in pain as we're talking. But it's work. I'm taking, sitting in the jacuzzi at night, and then taking Epsom salt baths, just kind of not be in so much pain. But it's look, I've never sent my body through this kind of intense training before, so it's definitely a whole new thing.
How many hours do you all rehearse?
4 to 5 hours a day.
So, with practicing 45 hours a day, I don't know if you guys practice 5 days a week or 7 days a week, but what would winning this mirror ball mean to you?
Well, if I could win this mirror ball, it would be, my mom would just, it would be unbelievable. And doing it. And then my kids would be like, also going crazy. Everybody around me would be like, I can't believe you did that, And I would be like, I can't believe I did this. This would be, it would be so major. And it's one of those kind of things, the competition is, there's some great dancers that are there. So if I can rise to that occasion, and really push myself and go and try to be a pro by the end of this, and that would be amazing.
So why should the audience vote for you, Kenny?
That's always the hardest thing for me, to go out asking people to vote for you, because that's just not part of my personality, and it never has been. And so the thing is, at this particular point, I'm doing this for my mom, and so I feel like I'm doing this for everyone who's had a mom who isn't here anymore, and I want to dance for their moms as well, in memory of their mom. So I think that's the best way that I can look at it. You should vote for me for that reason, because my reason is I'm only here because of my mom.
Oh, you're going to make me cry, Kenny. Stop.
Look, no, but it's true. There's no way I would be here if it's not for her. And so, and that's what I'm dancing for. That's why you should vote for me. For my mom and everyone else's moms that isn't here anymore.
Now the song "Mama," you wrote that out of the love for your mama, huh? I could just tell you love your mama. I'm like, oh my, I'm all mushy. Okay, let me get straight again. I want you to remember to vote for Babyface tonight at 1-866-3402. You can vote up to 13 times per line. He got me all teary-eyed. Please help him do this for his mom. He loves his mom so much. Be sure to watch Dancing with the Stars tonight, 8/7 Central on ABC. Here's the number one more time. Write it down, 1-866-3402. Vote for Babyface Edmonds. Your whole house can vote. If you have 4 phones, vote 13 times each phone for Babyface. Oh my God. Edmonds, thank you so much for sharing that story. I'm all emotional.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Kenny. You have a great day, and we'll be voting for you tonight.
Oh, you too, sweetie.
Bye-bye.
Okay.